Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our free necklace night. I'm Jen Keller. I'm an executive company vice president with Park Lane, and I'm here with the amazing Jen Casillas, who is an area leader on our team. And we are excited to chat with you a little bit about Park Lane, about what we love, about our team, and all the things. So, um, as you're hopping on with us, make sure that you comment with your stylist name, tag her, because as you know, we do give away a free necklace every Sunday night, and the way you get entered into that drawing is one, by letting her know they're here. So tag your stylist, let her know, and then at the end we'll give you a survey that'll be like your ticket to fill out to win the prize. So, but in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and start. So this is the first time that Jen and I have done this together. So I know most of you have not met Jen. So I thought, why don't you start, Jen, and tell us a little bit about how long you've been in Park Lane, what made you join, just kind of a little bit about your story.
Sure, yeah. Let's see. I've been with Park Lane for just a little over a year now. I dabbled in direct sales for the last few years. I was kind of ready to call it quits on my direct sales life with my last company. It was not jewelry related. And then my leader, Christina Paytow, she asked me to if I wanted to sign up. I hadn't heard of Park Lane, but because I had the direct sales experience, I guess it was just something that I love to do, and I love jewelry, so I thought, you know what, why not? It was something that's completely out of the blue, but I did it anyway, just on a whim type of thing. And I've known Christina for a little bit, so I just thought, how fun would it be to just get to know her better? I had always kind of loved the connections I made through direct sales, so it was really one of those, what have I got to lose? If anything, I get all this jewelry in my kit, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Fast forward to a year later, and it's been one of the best things I've decided for myself so far. So yeah, that's kind of how I just fell into Park Lane.
Well, I love how you said that. I really love how you didn't overthink it, because I think so many times, and I know I do this, I overthink things to death, and you just thought, what do I have to lose? I'll just try it. Worst case, I'll end up with jewelry, and if I like it, like you have, and she has done so well. She has promoted her first year in the business twice, which is incredible. So we're very happy to have her. But, when I think back on my story too about how I got into Park Lane, I don't think any of us thinks ever since we were a little girl that when I grow up, I want to sell jewelry. I never would have thought that. I used to be a CPA. I thought that was the path for me. And kind of just like Jen, I had someone just say, why don't you try this? And sometimes that's the best words to say to someone, because how many of us would ever think of that on our own? If someone hadn't said that to me, why don't you just try it? I never would have tried it. And what a life-changing decision that was, for me 25 years ago. So we both love being part of Park Lane. And, for me, my previous company closed 5 years ago, and that's when I found Park Lane. And there's so many things that I love about them, but I'll let Jen go first. What have you enjoyed about Park Lane specifically?
Well, aside from the gorgeous jewelry, I think, and I just kind of share a little bit of this backstory too. Before Park Lane, I never really wore a lot of jewelry. Like, I love jewelry and I love the way it looks on other people, but I was always the same little necklace, my same little studs, that type of thing. I wouldn't even know how to layer necklaces to save my life, or at least that's what I thought. And then as I started to earn all this free jewelry and play around with it and watch the lifestyle shows, it's crazy how much confidence, how much more pep in your step you get by just throwing on a few pieces of jewelry. And I didn't realize, it's not that it was missing in my life per se, but I didn't realize that it was missing in my life. It gives me that extra little bit of joy for sure. And so that's one thing. So aside from the gorgeous jewelry and being able to it's no wonder why little girls like to play dress up, right? It does something to you, and we're just little girls at heart, right? So aside from the gorgeous jewelry, I have really loved the connection that I had made both within the Team Sparkle Sisterhood and my customers. It's so crazy how my VIP group, my customers have become kind of like an extended family. Like, we joke together, we share, happy news, sad news. Like, it's just so incredible how connected my customers and I have become. And I love, love, love that, because I'm a people person. And so it's been so wonderful to be able to not just sell jewelry, but to make these connections, these beautiful, beautiful connections, and be able to share the joy that jewelry has brought to my life genuinely with other people, and then see them feel better, see them kind of just have that extra little pep in their step, and then they'll share pictures of themselves wearing their jewelry on my VIP. It just genuinely brings me so much joy.
I know. I totally agree with you with that connection with your VIPs. I actually had one of my VIPs who I've never met in person. She sent me a Christmas gift. I was so touched that she sent me this cute little red shirt with a bow on it. And I just thought, that is the sweetest thing. So even though we do so much virtually, you can still make those real personal connections.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I think, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but I just think post-COVID, people are looking for those connections. COVID kind of brought everybody into their own house and we didn't see anybody. And then we kind of got used to that. And I think, everyone, but primarily women, are just starving for those connections. And I think that is kind of that benefit that this business brings that isn't like in the marketing plan,
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more.
I know. So, well, Park Lane, we love all the warm feelings about Park Lane that we get, but also for you that like the facts, I will tell you, Park Lane has been in business for 70 years. They're a debt-free company, and they are very much an incentive-based company, which we'll talk about those in a minute. But I know when I was looking for a new place to land after my previous company closed, the biggest thing that stood out to me, maybe not the biggest, but one of the things that was the biggest is Park Lane's customer sale. Jen, tell them about their customer sale.
Oh my gosh, it makes shopping so guilt-free. I don't think I've ever seen a sale like this in any other company or even the malls or anything like that. Absolutely. So what it is when you buy 2 items at full price, first of all, those are always going to be your least expensive pieces. And I think that is amazing because whenever they try to do those sales at the mall, like this Christmas, you saw a bunch of those buy one, get one free things, or half off or 50%, but you're always paying full price on the most expensive things. And
Yeah.
it doesn't even feel like you're getting a discount. So that's what I love about our sale is that those 2 full price items are always going to be your least expensive pieces. And then that doesn't stop there because then you get to go back and pick 4 additional pieces at 50% off. So that just makes shopping for these gorgeous pieces of jewelry so guilt-free and makes perfect gifts. And then every once in a while, not even once in a while, every often in a while, we do have these extra bonus sales like what we have going on right now. And so it just makes it so much better so much more fun and guilt-free to shop with Park Lane.
Yeah, sometimes they do mix it up, but typically their bonuses, when you purchase 90, you can get any piece at any price for $35, which kind of takes away that objection that our jewelry is expensive. Because I know before I knew about the sale, I thought it was expensive. But once you understand that sale, and I think from a customer perspective, that just makes you happy, because it's not what you think is going to happen. It's not the way other sales work, like Jen said. But from a stylist position, I thought that is the most brilliant marketing I've ever heard, because we are always looking to get the best deal for our customers. It builds that trust right away. They're not expecting it, so it's a fun surprise to share with them. And there's been many times that I've had someone give me their list and I will say, I just did this today, you can get these 3 items, but if I had this little necklace for $32, you will actually pay less money and get another piece.
Yes, exactly. I love that. And so what I really do love about our sale is that it's, first of all, it's all the time. So it's not seasonal, it's all the time. But because of the way you can build those with those 50% discounts, you can get a whole 2 to 3 looks in one shopping cart. So I love that because sometimes, when we're on a budget, you can only buy that one time, but you have a whole 3 looks in one cart. And I love that.
That's a really good point. It's like when I go shopping, I just want what the mannequin has on. I don't have to worry about, do I have something to go with that shirt? I want the whole look. And you're right, with our sale, we can absolutely do that. Well, over the past 25 years, I've talked to probably now thousands of people about Park Lane, and there's always the same questions that kind of pop up. And the first one is always, how much time is this going to take? Because people are busy. And, I typically do, right now, most of my parties are back in person. I kind of go back and forth in person and online. But Jen, you're still doing them online mostly, right?
Yep, mostly online. Or I should say all online. I think I've maybe ever done one in-home party, but all online. I work full time, 10-hour a day job. So I love that I'm able to do this from the comfort of my cell phone. So it makes it so easy, and it makes it really you don't have to spend so much time doing it because it's just on your phone, on my breaks, on my downtime at home. Once I'm watching my show, I can just kind of tuck in and do what I have to do. So it is really how should I say, just practical for me as a full-time working person. I can have my own business while I'm working full-time, while I'm a mom and wife, while I'm doing all the other things. I can still have something for myself and run my own business.
Yeah. And she's right. Like, because you can do parties in person, online, and vendor events and fundraisers and setups, and there's so many different things you can do that you are able to work it around your busy life. You know, if you work full time like Jen, or if you have little kids or big kids, or you take care of your parents, or you travel or volunteer, whatever you do, because you get to design it how you want it to work for you. And I think that's a really big benefit of our company.
For sure.
And then I think another question I get a lot is, well, you know, how much money can you make doing this? Can you really make money doing this? And Jen, you want to tell them what our beginning stylists make as they come into Park Lane?
Yeah. So you come in as a stylist already making, I'm going to say 30%, because like I mentioned earlier, I kind of dabbled in a few other direct sales company. So coming in at 30% was such a mind blown thing, because it really 30% really makes a difference. Even if you're doing it all online like me and just spending you only have a few hours to spend on this. 30% makes a big little difference in that extra pocket change that you have for this bill or that bill or what have you. So 30% was something that really I was like, wow, that's a lot to start with. But yeah, so that you come in already earning 30%.
I know, and one of my favorite things about this is, you know, you start at 30%, which is higher than the industry average, but you can, if you decide to build a team, which is optional, but if you want to build a team, you can go all the way up to 50% and never look back. So Jen's been in just over a year. She came in as a fashion stylist making 30%. She promoted pretty quickly and started making 35%, promoted again. Now she's making 40%, and she will never go backwards. Even if everybody on her team stops working and they all fall apart, which they won't, she stays at her new level and her new title and never goes backwards, which is very rewarding, I think.
Amazing. Yes. And it makes you feel comfortable. And things happen, life happens, and sometimes you can't devote as much time to your business because, like I said, life happens. And so you don't have that worry of like, man, now I have to start all over, like with a lot of these other companies. So that was something else that I really thought was really awesome of Park Lane, to offer that to us as stylists, because you just never know when you have to step away for a minute, and you don't have to worry about that once you get the ball rolling again.
Yeah, it takes the stress out for sure. And then they have a program they call the Direct Appoint program, which is where if you have previous or current direct sales leadership experience, Park Lane recognizes that, respects that, and many times will bring you in at a higher starting commission level. And I just found that personally so validating, because I had spent 20 years with my previous company, and I always say I felt like they broke up with me. You know, I wasn't going to leave. I was in it for the long haul, and then just kind of out of the blue, they announced they were closing, and I was like, wait, what? That's not the plan. And so for Park Lane to say, we see that you have experience and you put time into, leadership training, we're going to bring you in at a higher level, was very validating. So if you are watching and you have some direct sales leadership experience, make sure you tell your stylist, because I don't know what that would look like for you, but it is definitely worth, looking into and seeing if that's an option as well.
Yeah, I think it speaks volumes to how Park Lane really does value us as stylists overall. Like they valuing your experience, and that's just a little token, a little small thing of how Park Lane shows the value, that how much they value us, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I mentioned at the beginning that they are very much an incentive-based company. So, they're not they're not going to take things away, like they don't, demote you or take away your commission, like we just said, but they also always have something in front of you if you like to chase those carrots. And I know that Jen and I are both carrot chasers. We love the little challenge of what can we do next. So tell them how you can earn free jewelry with Park Lane.
Yeah. So one way is by working your business. So, for example, me as a stylist, I sell on my VIP group page. So I am hosting my own parties all the time on my VIP group page. So I get the same host rewards that anyone else gets by hosting a party. So once I get my 10 orders, I get my $400 in free jewelry. So that's one way. Another way that I thought was really, really cool when I learned about it was our Rich Rewards Club. So we have a Rich Rewards Club, and there's different levels to it. And when you meet those goals, Parkland rewards you with more free jewelry and other incentives as well. But that is how I have been able to kind of build my inventory, was through the Rich Rewards Club and the hosting perks, which I thought was super awesome. And I think that's another really amazing thing that allows us as stylists to be able to spoil our customers in our VIP groups, because we get so much that you just have an overflowing amount of jewelry that you can just do lots and lots of giveaways. So I love that.
Yeah, I do think we can be really generous too. And even going back to what she said about hosting our own parties, like I really believe you want to be part of a company that has a strong party platform, because that is where you meet new people. Like without that party platform, I don't know. I mean, I'd have to intentionally leave my house a lot more than I do, which is not very often. But with their hostess program, you can be your own hostess. You can have other people be a hostess. You can have online hostesses, in-person hostesses, and on average, they're earning about $400 or more in free jewelry. And the best part is, we coach you how to do all of that. So we're very much a let me hold your hand team. We want to walk with you and help you learn all the basics, like how to hostess coach and how to book more parties and how to sell the jewelry and show the jewelry. All of those things are just part of our natural onboarding and what we do with all of our new stylists. So I think that's pretty great that we do that. I like that.
I do. Me too. I love that. I think it's especially starting something new for those that don't have any direct sales experience. It can really seem like, what do I even do first? How do I even host a party? All of that. That has been another really wonderful thing that I've loved, that all of the leaders, all of the teams, you pretty much are handed everything you need on a platter. There's no guesswork involved. You have everything that you need to get started and succeed. And I've heard this term, and I think Park Lane and the way this is set up, and the team that we're in, especially, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And I love, love, love that.
Yeah. And let's talk for a second about the jewelry part of this, because I keep looking at Jen's cute necklaces that she's wearing. We're all wearing, of course, we're always modeling. These are our tax deductible accessories, so we love that about it. And I think it's so fun to talk to potential new styles this week, because in Monday, 2 days, our new collection drops. And we get just as excited as customers do about a new catalog, a new collection of jewelry. They're also going to announce a new trip. So I always think this is the perfect time to look into this business, because you are starting at the beginning of the year with all of us, and the whole year is in front of you to do whatever you want to do. So your timing is good if you're looking at joining us in 2026. And with that jewelry, one thing I was talking to a girlfriend of mine that we love about jewelry is basically, if you can hold up, I don't have any earrings on my table. If you can hold up a ring and say, isn't this pretty? You're like 50% trained. Like, you don't have to learn how to wear it. You don't have to, wear it for 30 days and see if you ever have an allergic reaction to it. Like, it's just pretty, put it on and it feels good. Like Jen said, it's kind of that confidence building dopamine hit that you get by feeling pretty. So there's tons and tons of new jewelry that come out all the time from Park Lane. So I hope that you are as excited about the new collection coming as we are. And then I think as we kind of start to wrap this up, I think one of the last big things, of course, is how much does it cost to join? So Jen, tell them how much it costs to get into Park Lane.
It is one of the best starting kit options that I've seen as well. I know I'm biased, but it really is. Like I said, I've dabbled a little bit. So our kits start at $129. That's our first level starting kit, but you get $500 in jewelry for your kit. So that is just a win-win. Like I said, when I started, I thought, what's the worst that could happen? At least I'll have $500 in jewelry, and I only paid $129 for it. So that's one kit option, and then it goes up from there. You can get the next level up for, I believe it's $229 for $1,000 in jewelry, and then I think it's $429 for 2,000, or $439 for
Something like that.
$2,000. So like insane amount of jewelry for a fraction of the cost, and gorgeous jewelry, not just any kind of jewelry, really gorgeous designer inspired jewelry.
Yeah, and like I said, we don't ever just sign people up and say, good luck. What we do with our new stylists is we help you join, we'll help you pick out your jewelry because you do get to pick it out. And then we want to schedule a launch party for you. This is where you let your friends and family know that you are their jewelry lady. If somebody needs something for a gift or they want to take advantage of our sale, you want to be their person. So we do that whole launch party for you. We have on our team a graphic designer that provides beautiful graphics everything you'd ever need, from your invitations to your Facebook covers to promotions, really engagement in your VIP, all that stuff is done for you. So we really are proud of the fact that we have so many systems in place to help you be successful, whatever level you want to work this business. And then I think maybe the last thing is just, do you have anything else, Jen, that you wanted to add or say or share?
You're here because there was just something that's telling you that you're looking for something that you're looking for something different. It's the new year. You want a change, right? I would tell you, do it. Don't second guess it. Don't think about it. If I can do it, you can do it. We have an amazing team. Just do it. You will not regret it. And at the very least, if it doesn't work out for you, you have gorgeous jewelry, but I'm telling you, you will not regret it. Just do it.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. So as we wrap this up, we hope we answered most of your questions or all of your questions. If we missed something or we didn't talk about something you wanted to know, please ask your stylist or tag one of us and we would be happy to answer that for you. And then, as I mentioned, there is a survey that you need to fill out to get into this week's drawing. I will post that in this video post when we're done. So you have until Monday night, midnight to fill that out. And then I will do the drawing on Tuesday. So thank you so much for joining us. We are heading into one of the most exciting weeks in Park Lane. Our Sparkle Convention is on Tuesday. That's again where they come out with the new jewelry, the new trip, fabulous training. So I would say jump in tonight and then come with us to that convention and you will have the best training start that you could ever have. It's going to be an amazing, amazing month, year, all of it in Park Lane, and we'd love for you to be part of it. So thank you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost forgot this again. That secret word. I do this every week. I can't believe I almost forgot. Okay, secret word. There's going to be a secret word. Let's call this one, let's just call it opportunity. That's a secret word. Type opportunity in when it asks you, because this is an amazing opportunity and we hope we get to see you again. All right. Thanks, Jen, for joining me. Thanks, everyone. Make sure you tag your stylist so that she knows you're here and we hope to see you again. All right. Bye, everyone.